Taurus Masculine, this is going to be a love sign, a love read for the sign of Taurus. This is for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is specifically for Taurus Masculine, so if you play a masculine role, this will be for you. Also, 5th house, 7th house, and 10th house. So let's go ahead and pick up on the current energy for Taurus Masculine in love, please. What is the current energy for Taurus Masculine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 5th house, 7th house, 10th house? Or if you just have an overall strong presence, of Taurus in your natal chart, this will apply to you. Okay, Taurus Masculine, please. What is the central issue for Taurus Masculine in love at this moment? Okay, so we have the Hermit. Who or what is on the mind of Taurus Masculine? Who is Taurus Masculine thinking about? How does Taurus Masculine feel emotionally towards this person? Okay, and what is Taurus Masculine currently doing? Okay, so I feel like there's someone that you definitely want to come out of isolation with. So you're going through a period right now of introspection. Someone could be a Virgo with the Hermit card. We also have the King of Cups in the past position. So you could be dealing with, or you could have strong Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. But overall, I feel like you also have Swords energy, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as well as the Page of Wands reversed. So that's fire energy. So everyone's here, but I feel like definitely the central issue is that you're in a place of isolation. So I feel like you and whoever you're thinking about are not on speaking terms right now. Someone may have isolated themselves, either you or the person that you're thinking about. But I feel like you want to return to this person. Now, with the King of Cups being in the past, let's see if we can get some clarification about that. Tell me about the King of Cups, please. I feel like if whoever this King of Cups energy is, whether this you or it's the person that you're thinking about, I kind of feel like it's you. I feel like in the past, you were not trying to make the situation work. You may, we have Temperance on the board, so that's Sagittarius energy, but I feel like you weren't really maybe not putting in the effort into the relationship really to make it work, or maybe you just had a hard time blending. So I'll take that back. I don't really necessarily see that you weren't putting in an effort. Maybe that's for some of you, but Temperance usually talk about a couple different things actually, but what I was getting to was with Temperance, it's about blending two different things See how this angel is blending two different substances to create a third. So like maybe you guys had cultural differences, or maybe you had separate families, like children or something like that, and you needed to, there was a need to blend. I'm sorry about that. There was a need to blend the family or something like that. It wasn't coming together. We have temperance reverse, so it just like whatever needed to come together wasn't. Also, someone could have been healing. Maybe, you or this person. I feel like this is mainly your energy. Perhaps you were getting over something in the past and you could not give it to anybody in the present. But you're in this period right now of isolation, and I feel like you want to come out of isolation. I feel like with this page of swords, page of wands energy, you want some action. You want to see people or see someone specifically, could be. But you're also having a difficult time making a decision on, I feel like you're having a hard time making a decision on whether or not to reach out to someone. Like I said a million times, I feel like you have this urge to reach out to someone, and there's like you may also be trying to figure out why this person that you were dealing with, like what happened between the two of you. The Hermit card, usually, if you know anything about Virgos, if you know a lot of Virgos, they can isolate themselves and just overthink and overthink and overthink. And so I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now. A lot of the times, maybe you're just looking for the light, looking for answers, trying to figure out what went wrong, how to make it work. But you definitely want to come out of this isolation and make something work with this person. So let's see what's going on with your person here. So how does the person that Taurus masculine's thinking about feel emotionally towards Taurus masculine? Okay, so this fell out. That's interesting. You guys got the same. Okay. So I feel like what there could be an issue here about having a relationship, about something committed. We have Taurus energy on the board, which is your energy with the Hierophant. And they also got the Five of Swords in reverse, which is what I pulled out for you with the Two of Swords. That's what came for you in your current position. And I just feel like I said before, you're trying to make a decision. Perhaps you're trying to make a decision on whether or not you want something committed, or they're trying to have they're thinking about whether they want something committed. Maybe it's taking this to the next level. Maybe there was just some hard times with the Six of Swords, and the two of you are wanting to, move on to calmer waters, either together or separately. But I kind of feel like you both want each other, but there's a struggle, and the struggle is around commitment. Taking it to that next level, marriage, stability. Again, like I said before, with Taurus and energy, the Hierophant and the Temperance card being here, I do feel like that's a struggle around being able to mix and mend anything that's different maybe about the two of you. So like I said, different cultures, or try to blend a family, something like that. There's a struggle. I feel like that's kind of what the struggle is about, on whether or not you can, combine your worlds together. But yeah, both of you have the Five of Swords, so there's a lot of ego involved. But besides just that, when I say ego, I feel like I said, I feel like both of you want to come towards each other, but there may be some ego in not wanting to be the first one to make the first move. You know, you don't want to seem needy or, you know, weak or whatever the case may be, but there's definitely conflict that both of you are in the state of this Five of Swords energy. And I feel like you more so need to make a decision on whether or not you can make this relationship work. You can give the marriage or the commitments that I feel like this person you're dealing with is looking for. Maybe you're trying to shed the light on that, on whether that could happen. You know, it's like you're trying to shed the light so that you can make a decision here. Two of Swords, oftentimes someone could be a Libra moon, but they oftentimes don't make a decision. They just sit in this, you know, they kind of just like to let things, or I wouldn't say they like to, but it's so hard sometimes to make a decision that, you know, you just don't make the decision. So let's see. Let's pull a romance angel and see what's going on. Let's get a romance card for Taurus Masculine, please. Separation. So like I said, you guys are in a period of isolation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe if you're not in separation yet, you're getting ready to approach this isolation period, but I kind of feel like that's already what's going on. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, it could also be that, you know, during this time of separation, you know, maybe you found that you do have feelings for this person. Maybe it took being in a period of separation from them to realize that you want this person in your life. And so you're making a decision. I feel like you're trying to understand how you feel. You are trying to understand how to make it work if you can. So with you, Taurus Masculine, you're going through this period of trying to explore your feelings. I think part of you may be, or you could be coming out of this. I think part of you may be in a self-sabotage or like you're lying. You may have went through a period, or you are in a period and you're coming out of that and you're seeking answers, but you may have been lying to yourself about how you feel about this person, not wanting to actually think that you really do have feelings, you know, for a person. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Let's see if we can get some more information about them. What does this person want from Taurus Masculine? I think what they want is a commitment, but I guess we'll just get a card anyway. What does this person want from... So I mixed up. I got two different decks here. Let's see, one of these cards. They could just want you to, you know, to have the strength to... I feel like they want a commitment from you. That's what they want. And I feel like they want you to have the strength to maybe come out of this period of isolation, or have the strength to get past, you know, whatever challenges you feel like are keeping you guys from being together. I think that they feel like you're the one. That's what I get with star energy. But there has to be some real change, I think. They have to see some real change. Basically, they have to know that you're serious about, because they want something serious with this Hierophant energy. And I feel like they might have been stressed out about it before in the past. I don't think they're quite as stressed out about it now. Tell me about the Nine of Swords reversed. So they are in some heavy swords energy. This person may have really had to, you know, cut you out. And I feel like this person probably was the one that cut you out, and now you're in this period of isolation. Like I said, maybe trying to figure out what happened, you know, in the relationship, why you guys aren't together, understanding your feelings, because what they want, and I can just tell you what they want, is a relationship. So they stressed out over it, they cut you out. It was a lose-lose. It's really for both of you, because you both, Five of Swords to me is like lose-lose energy. It's when you're having to do something and you're putting up, it's a struggle, it's a fight. You don't really want to do, like this person didn't necessarily want to cut you out, but they knew it was best for them. So it was a lose-lose. It was hard for them to actually do that. So let's see, what is the energy? In about the next 2 weeks, over the next 2 weeks, for Taurus Masculine. Something flip over. Thought I saw a flipper. Maybe not. Okay, so I do think that you're going to reach out to them with the Princess of Cups. I think that you're going to try to message them, maybe talk about your feelings, maybe apologize for if there's anything. Sometimes the Princess of Cups can be about apologies, but I feel like you just want to reach out to them and, you know, try to kind of get back in there. Give me a card for this person. So I feel like they're going to put up a resistance towards that, because they don't see how it can work. Because this is the same energy that was in the past. Temperance, we have the Temperance reversed here as well. I kind of feel like this person wants, okay, tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. Someone could be a Cancer. Okay, thank you. I had to answer something. So what I was seeing here, so I'm feeling that someone's unable to move on, and I don't know if this is you or the other person. I kind of feel like this could be you, Taurus Masculine, but I'm feeling like there's this there's still this inability to make it work between, and I feel like both of you feel this way to a certain extent, unable to make it work. And there's a desire to move on, but an inability to move on here with this Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. The Chariot is typically about moving on, but with the Five of Pentacles there, that's being left out in the cold and not feeling, just feeling lonely. And with the Temperance here, the Chariot, and the Five of Pentacles, I just feel like there's an inability to make it work here. There is I'm wanting to move on but feeling stuck. So to me, I just feel like there's this inability to move on. I want to get some romance angels for this person. That was quick. Give your relationship a chance. So this person may need, I almost feel like I get the Hangman energy with them. I almost feel like maybe they need, because I do see like they are kind of in this battle energy, which you are a little bit too, but that's a lot about emotion, not emotional, but mental conflict, and them, like I said, them kind of cutting you out or just being very frank about what it is that they want. And sometimes the Queen of Swords is just more of a logical, it's a logical energy. It is not an emotional energy. So this person is thinking with their heads, and they are not falling for emotional, tendencies to come back into this or to deal with this out of emotion. They're using their mind. And they may be in a space right now where they're being a little bit too logical, and maybe they need to look at things from a different perspective. But that is kind of what I have for you at this point. We will do this again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this provided some clarity, and I hope that you're staying safe and you have a blessed week. Bye.